Hi everybody, it's Marcy and I'm here with another Craft With Me for Christmas. And I'm still working on Christmas cards. And I'm sure the card I'm going to make has a name. I just don't know what it is. So I'm going to call it a prop-up card. If you know what it's actually called, please feel free to let me know. Again, this card was inspired by Angela at Serendipity Arts, at the class she had that was hosted by Maddie at Spectrum Art Creations. The links to both of those will be in the description box below. I beg you to check out Angela's channel and Maddie of Spectrum Art Creations channel, and Maddie has a store that will be linked below, and a Facebook group that is also linked below. Okay, so first, what you're going to need is a piece of plain cardstock that is cut to 4¼ inches wide by 11 inches long. So 4¼ wide by 11 inches long. Then you're going to need a piece of either cardstock or paper that will be the inside of your card. And I've cut mine to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 to give me a 1/16 border all the way around. You could cut it to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You'd probably want to cut it just shy of 5 1/2 if you want to cover the whole thing. Or you could cut it to 4 by 5 1/4 to leave a wider frame around the edge. Okay, then you will need a piece of cardstock that will end up being on the front of your card that is cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Plus, you will want whatever you're going to use to decorate your card. Okay, so take a moment to get your pieces together. I forgot to show you. This is the front of the card that we'll be making. And then it will prop up like so. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the front of the card is facing me. So that's what we're going to be making today. And again, I have altered what Angela did to make this an A2 size so that the completed card is 4 1/4 wide by 5 1/2 inches tall. So why don't you, if you're crafting along, grab the things you'll need. Again, 4 1/4 by 11 for your inside piece. I cut mine. I'm going to tell you what I cut mine to. I cut mine to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then the outside background piece that you'll be decorating to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So gather those things while I take a sip of my coffee, and we'll be right back. Okay, hopefully you've got your pieces ready, so let's go ahead and get started. And the first thing we're going to do is take our 4 1/4 by 11 inch sheet of plain cardstock, and we're going to put the 11 inch side at the top of our scoreboard. And I'm going to grab my bone folder, and I am going to score at 2 3/4, just like that. And I'm going to score at 5 1/2 inches, just like that. And that's all I need my scoreboard for. So now I've got my, so that gives me a 2 3/4 inch section here, a 2 3/4 inch section here, and a 5 1/2 inch section here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this down, which in essence folds my cardstock in half. And I'm going to burnish that down. Then I'm going to take my 2 3/4 inch section and fold it back up to the top toward that folded edge. And burnish that down. Okay. And in essence, that's all you have to do. Now you're already ready to start putting your card together. So the first thing I'm going to do is this will be the inside of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and put that paper down. You can use whatever adhesive you want. It helps if the tape is turned the right way. I'm using tape. But you can use glue, you can use whatever you want. I think I mentioned in my last video, I really don't use my tape my double-sided tape all that much unless I'm working with acetate, except when I'm making cards. All right, so I'm going to get this as centered and lined up as I can, and I got mine a little crooked, but that's okay. And I'm going to burnish that tape down. Be sure it's nice and flat. Okay, then I'm going to fold this down, and the front piece is going to go right here on top. It's going to be lined up. Oh, before I do that, I had inked around my edges, so I want to ink real quick around the edge of this. All right. So I'm going to tape, or I'm going to adhere, the top of this piece to just this 2 3/4 by 4 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 inch section. Okay, and to do that, I'm actually going to use my glue so that I've got a second to be sure I've got everything lined up. All right. And I put the glue on that section to be sure I don't have any going down here or too low on my card. And I'm going to line it up. Just like that. So it's now attached. That 2 3/4 inch section is now attached to the back of my front card piece. So then, because of that score line behind it, now it folds down just like this. And now I can go back and reburnish some stuff, just to encourage it to move the way I want it to move. Okay, so there we go. Now, it's a matter of just decorating your card. And I'm going to decorate the front of my card first and then the inside. And I'm just going to be doing simple decorations. You can do whatever you would like. And I'm again using, like I did in the last video, I'm using Hunky Dory, what's it called? Hunky Dory Forever Florals Poinsettia that I got from Maddie at Spectrum Art Creations. I've got some, okay, I'm just going to glue this one down. I've got some scrapbook papers that I want to use too to make cards, but I bought this, so I figured I ought to use it. At least some of it. Okay. I'm going to nudge that up to the top a bit, leave a little bit of room at the bottom. All right. Now I want this Merry Christmas here, but I've got some foam mounting tape. I've got to get more, and when I do, I'm going to get the little dots, or the little squares, I do believe. But this is what I've got for now. And it's probably entirely unnecessary, but I always add a little bit of glue to it. And I'm just popping this up a little bit just to give it a little extra something. Because, like I said, on these I'm keeping my decorating so simple. You could go all out for this, and on some of my cards I probably will, but honestly, that's harder for me to do on camera. Okay, so then I'm just going to pop that down right there, and I like the way that looks. Just brings that Merry Christmas forward just a little bit. Okay, now, so I've got the front decorated. Now what I need to do is, in order for this to stand up, I need to put something that has a little bit of thickness to it to hold the card in place when it props up. Now, I could use something like this and just pop it up on a little pop dot, a little bit of, mounting foam, and that would do just fine. And I have it pulled out, but I thought I might use just a little bit of bling. I think that's what I'm going to do. And again, this is just, play with it. Use what works for you. It just needs, like I said, to have a little bit of thickness to it so that it will hold the card. Okay. I need to pull this a little closer so I can see what I'm doing. And actually need to do that. Try to get it as straight as I can. All right. Ooh. See if we can straighten that one out a little bit. Good. Be good. Okay. So there you go. And very simply, you've got a quick little prop-up card. And I honestly don't know. I'm going to stand up. You can kind of see it, but not really. But that's how it just props right up. And then when you're mailing it, you just fold it down, or when you're ready to put it away, you just fold it down, and it lies pretty flat. I mean, it's not going to be perfectly flat, on mine at least, because I do have the addition there, and you are going, no matter what, you're going to have a little bit of addition here. Now, you could use, like I said, the foam mounting tape. You could use a piece of thicker fabric. You can use anything you want to pop that up. But I think that makes a really cute little Christmas card. Just pop it up. Still have room. You've got your, this one at least has sentiment here, so you can do your signing or whatever down here or up here. And just a really cute little Christmas card. So that is the second kind of Christmas card I'm making this year. So until next time, I wish you all a wonderfully happy, crafty day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.